Our guest is Rosa Rai Djalal. She's president of the Muslim Women's Association and founder of the Lokartha Dental Clinic in Jakarta. Dr. Jalal is married to Ambassador Jalal of Indonesia. Doctor, thank you for sitting and joining with us.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so excited about talking with you because I want to know, just one-on-one, just to chat as if we were in the coffee shop together, you know? Tell me a little bit about Indonesia and how it has changed so much over the past, 10, 20, 30 years?
Oh, have you been to Indonesia
I
before?
have not yet. I hope to go.
Oh, you should. We are a tremendous country, beautiful country with very warm and friendly people. You will love Indonesia. I bet you will love Indonesia. You don't want to go back. So Indonesia, as you know, is the largest archipelagic country in the world. We have 17,000 islands.
17,000 islands?
But only 6,000 inhabitants. It's too bad,
Oh, okay,
you know.
okay.
And we are also the fourth largest country by population after China, India, United States, Indonesia, because we have like 240 million people lives in Indonesia. And now we are the third largest democratic country after India, United States, and Indonesia in the world. We are member of G20. We are the strongest economy in ASEAN, Southeast Asian nation. We are the emerging country, emerging economy. We are one of the BRICS. So, and many changes. We have a lot of changes since I was young. I'm not young anymore. So one of the biggest moments that I've ever had in my life is during 1997, after 30 years of authoritarian from my former president, President Suharto, and then he stepped down from students and like social revolutions in 1997, and then we changed from the authoritarian country to democratic country. It changed a lot in my life, in all Indonesian life.
It kind of exploded, huh?
Exactly. We become stronger. We become, freedom of speech, freedom of press. It's so like euphoria, the enthusiastic, the optimist. We face the world with optimist feeling, And I think today Indonesia, it's in the best shape ever.
I want to talk to you in our conversation today about being a Muslim woman, okay? And Muslim, obviously, followers of Islam.
Yes.
And large percentage in Indonesia, huh?
Yes, exactly. Actually, we have 240 million people, and 86% they are Muslim. But we have also acknowledged 6 religions: Muslim, Christian Catholic, Christian Protestant, Hindu, Buddha, and Confucianism. So, like 10% are Christians, and we are most majority Muslim country. We have more Muslim in Indonesia than in the whole entire Middle East. Yes. Yeah, and many people don't know that. When you talk about Islam, all you think directly to Arab countries, Middle East or Afghanistan, Pakistan, but you never know that part of Asia over there, Southeast Asia, South Asia, Central Asia, like Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, also they're Muslim. But we have more Asian in Southeast Asia, like Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei, and
it's a secular government, though, isn't it?
Yes, we are not. Indonesia is not Islamic state, even though we are most majority Muslim countries. We are modern. Indonesia is very well known for its modern, moderate, tolerance, live in peace and harmony. Even Mrs. Clinton, Hillary Clinton, when she visited Indonesia in 2009, she said, if you want to know Islam, democracy, modernity, and women's rights can coexist together, go to Indonesia.
Okay, let's hold there because I want to talk to you about being a Muslim woman both in the United States and also back home in Indonesia. So we'll sit tight right now. Our guest is Dr. Rosa Jalal, and she heads up an organization called the Muslim Women's Association in Washington. So we're going to investigate that on the other side. Sit tight. This is America. This is America is made possible by the National Education Association, the nation's largest advocate for children and public education. Punsan Corporation, forging a higher global standard. The CTC Foundation, AFO Communications, and the Rotendaro Family Trust. We want to talk a little bit. Take a little sip if you don't. We're in the coffee shop now.
Okay.
So we're in the coffee shop. What's it like? What's life like to be a Muslim woman in America?
You know, I'm here as I'm here not only as a Rosa Rai Djalal, but I'm also as wife of Indonesian ambassador. So I just came here like 1.5 years. And during my stay in America, I don't see any problem that face me as a Muslim woman. I'm very fortunate. I mean, you know, when people ask me, what do you like about Washington? Other than museums, other than this beautiful scenery, I told all people that I met everywhere I go, not only in the United States, but back home in my country, or when I travel to other country, I told them, I love the people of Washington. I love the Washington. They have all the very good heart, very warm and friendly. They don't care whether you're Muslim, Christian, Jews, or Confucianism, or even if you don't have any religions. That's what I feel during my, lifetime here. But when I read in the media, or when I see my friends who are also Muslim, when I ask them, do you have any challenges as a Muslim while you're staying there? And some of them say that, because some of my friends, they're wearing hijab and some not.
Now, you use a phrase. What does that mean? Hijab.
Hijab is a head cover.
The scarf.
Head cover.
Okay.
The scarf that usually most Muslim women in Middle Eastern country, they wear it. So I asked, do you have any problem? And some of them, not all, of course. Some of them, they have, they have this misconception that they're wearing scarf because they're being told by the husband, or they're wearing scarf because it's a must in Islam. But actually, it's a personal choice, Dennis. It shows the respect for the religion and modesty. But it's not, not a must. In my country, some Muslim women wearing hijab and some not. Like me, I am not. And my government has not any say about this. They not interfere whether you have to wear hijab or not. No. Even though we are the most populous majority Muslim country. Yeah.
So do you think that, I know that part of the way the organization of the Muslim Women's Association is organized is that the president, which you are, is always the wife of Islamic ambassador, right? So that makes a certain amount of sense. But also maybe that you're involved in a strata of society. How about the women who are going to the office or working or raising a family at home or so on and so forth? So the covering is kind of respect, a little religious significance, right? The philosophy is to bring the person closer to God. Is that a fair statement?
If I can say, why Prophet Muhammad asked women wearing hijab. You know, the history is during Roman, you know, Roman, and Islamic troops conquered the Romans.
Okay.
And in the Romans, only elite people who can wear hijab, who can wear the scarf, only the royal family and the elite people. And then the ordinary people, and they have the caste, casta, and when Islam conquered, Islam come in, they don't want to have any casta. They want people are the same, equal.
Okay.
So they ask women to wear, all the women, no matter you're in elite politics, you're in the royal family, or you're rich people, or you're poor, or in the market, you're ordinary member, you wear hijab. So everybody equals in Islam.
So now in the United States, some people will see women with just the hijab, but then there's also like a kind of a loose-fitting garment. What was that called?
You know, it's a abaya, they call.
But burqa is not, that's something else, isn't it? A burqa.
Yeah, burqa. You know, sometimes they call hijab, sometimes they call burqa, and sometimes they call niqab, you know. But it's in Arabic, you know. We have to differentiate between Islam and the culture of the country, respectively. It's two different things. So, you know, in Indonesia, we don't wear hijab. You don't have to wear hijab. It's a personal choice.
Gotcha.
In Malaysia, in Indonesia, in Brunei, and in other parts of it, and even in Jordan, like Queen of Jordan, she doesn't wear hijab. Even Jordan is Islamic country.
So a lot of times it's a personal choice. Huh?
It's a personal choice, and usually it's based by the culture. You know, it depends on the one country. Sometimes you feel safe if you're wearing, you know, covered. So men's doesn't look like your body, you know. It depends on the country. In my country, you can wear anything.
Let me ask this question because it appears there's about there's a 1.5 billion Muslims
1.5 billion
in the world.
Yeah, in the world.
In the United States, there's like 3 to 7 million.
7 million.
7
Over
million.
7 million.
7
Muslims.
million
Yeah.
Muslims.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of a Christian country, I guess anything that's different, people kind of are a little uncomfortable with, a little afraid of.
Yeah.
Certainly some women are targets of some threats, some being called terrorists. I read a sentence which I just kind of cringed at, you know, which was somebody after 9/11 saying, you know, you should wear an American flag around your head so we can know what side you're on. Those kind of comments have to hurt, and those kind of comments are bigoted, aren't they? Racist, at least in some way, huh?
Unfortunately, yeah, you know, we're very sad, you know, what they have faced, you know, here. It's sometimes women wearing hijab got misrepresented in media. I'm sorry about that, you know. And sometimes, you know, there's a misconception toward Muslim women. That's why these organizations, we open to all religions, the members, whether you're Muslim, Christian, or Jews, we want to advance the understanding.
Your organization?
Yeah, Muslim
open
Association.
To, open?
Yeah, as a member, not in the board should be Muslim, but as a member, we invite our friends from all religions to learn more about Islam. So we believe.
So that's the idea: friendship,
yes,
understanding.
Yes, understanding, to build tolerance, to build understanding between religions, because we want to learn them and they can learn from us too.
So let me get this clear. So Muslim Women's Association in Washington, any woman could join?
Yes,
Wow.
We have many from Presbyterian Church. We have many friends from American. We have Jewish friends as our guests or as our member. But in the board, it should be Muslim.
Okay. Now, what's the work of the organization other than to promote the understanding and the friendship? What else do you get involved with?
Other than we promote tolerance, understanding between interfaith, and then we have this monthly luncheon discussion series, dialogues to build understanding, and also we provide scholarship for young Muslim women to get higher, American Muslim women to get higher education, because we believe if you give education to one girl, the multiplier effect will impact the whole community. So an educated woman will educate the children very good, and then it become a good individuals in the community and can build communities, and of course the community will build the whole nation.
So obviously women are very important.
Very important. We're the pillars.
First teacher of the children.
Exactly.
The kind of the bedrock of the family.
The pillars of the family. And in many places, women also an active agents of democracy changes.
Now, well, first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit about men and women in Islam, because there's a perception and a reality. But I want to ask you first, you're a dentist?
Yes, I am.
You have a degree from the University of Indonesia and also studied in New York?
Yeah, in NYU, yeah.
And back home, you've opened a couple of dental clinics.
Yes.
You've done hospital work at the hospital
for 10
center.
years.
And then also you head up a foundation that supports youngsters in education.
Free school is a free elementary school. We give everything free for the whole elementary school in one province in Indonesia.
And are those poor students?
Very poor, but very smart.
Very poor, but very smart.
Yes.
And some of them are connected with orphanages?
Oh yes, some of them orphanages, some of them they have only one parent, and the parents become working in the paddy field, or cleaning houses, or very poor people.
So do you have a chance to get back home and see how these different?
Of course, after time I go back to Indonesia, I want to see the progress of the school. Yes. Yes.
So the school, the students, and the clinics itself?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, so here you are, a very accomplished woman. You talk about giving scholarships to young women so that they can learn and educate others. The perception that we have in America is that Islam presents like a repressive or very strict. So here's the question, I guess. Is there a conflict within Islam between men and women?
Oh, no, it's a very good question.
Why do you react in that way? Huh?
Because I never, I never think that you're going to ask me that question, because we never face that kind of thing in my country. But,
You don't?
Conflict between men and women.
But I'm talking about based on the religion.
Oh.
And this is a good question. Is it a religion or is it a culture, Islam?
Yeah.
It's a religion.
Exactly. It's a religion. Islam is a religion, of course. But of course, it's surrounded in
Islam is culture.
Arabs, it's different culture in Arab and in Indonesia, right? So let me answer your questions.
But I'm getting what you're driving at.
Yeah. Let me continue for the Muslim Women Association. Other than we build understanding between Islamic world and American public, and giving scholarship. And the third ones, our main and our objective is also to help, to support disaster relief from 2 different places. Like we help Japan and Haiti. We give donations through United Nations or United States based charity like American Red Cross. So that's three main objectives that this organization we have. And to answer your questions about men and women in Islam, actually in Islam, the teaching in Islam, Prophet in Quran, is the religion that have to honor, respect, and love women as a mother, a wife, a person in social, a friend, and a colleagues, And even in my religion, in Islam, there's an expression that heavens is lie in mother's feet. It shows that how important a mother, how important a woman, how Islam honor a woman in Islam. And even Islam is the first religion to give the rights to women to have their own property. Mm-hmm. And not only that, Islam is, I think, the first religion that can divorce the man if the man, the husband, doesn't give her, money to live and sexual needs, for 6 months in a row. So she can't divorce him. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it shows how Islam really respects women's rights.
And if I hear you correctly, that's pretty well spelled out in the Quran?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if I also hear you correctly of saying that different countries and different cultures may have a different standard as far as men and women are concerned. Is that correct?
I mean, this is what I mean. Islam is the same everywhere because the teaching is from Quran. Mm-hmm. But you have to differentiate between the religion itself and the culture in one country. It's two different things.
I get you.
Yes, like let's say in Afghanistan, if I can say an example, under the Taliban rule, where women prohibited from going school or leaving their homes, it's not Islam. They have this experience. This is not because of Islam, because it's the culture of the Afghanistan, the Taliban.
Not the religion.
Not the religion, It's two different, like in Arab Saudi, like in one country in Middle East, that women prohibited from driving a car.
Correct.
There is no in Holy Quran that's saying women cannot drive a car.
Well, I hope
no.
not. Yeah, no.
It's not. It's the culture. It's maybe because of the security reason, because the tradition, but it's not Islam. Mm-hmm. In my country, you can be anything you want. We have women president. You can say in many Muslim countries, like in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Turkey, we have women presidents, prime ministers, and cabinets become ministers and also become a CEO in multinational companies. Mm-hmm. Like here in the United States, one of Indonesian women who she's Muslim, he's number 2 in World Bank. He's the managing director, Sri Mulyani.
Yes.
In Indonesia we have women president, and you can be anything you want. You can be an entrepreneur. You can be anything. You can speak your own voice.
So what you're saying to us in this conversation, which I think is critically important, is making a distinction between the religion and what the religion says
and the
culture of a particular country or area.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
It's two different things.
Well, that's worth the price of admission for the half hour, isn't it, of our conversation? I mean, to get that very, very clear. I mean, that's very, very clear. That so there's a difference between, because what we do is we just kind of paint everybody together. We just throw everyone together. Mm-hmm. And what we have to do, what you're saying to us, is separate a culture from religion. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. We are coming to the end of our time, and this has been a wonderful education. But I want to ask you this one key question. How has being a Muslim woman made your life better?
Being a Muslim woman?
But just a quick answer.
Muslim woman, I'm very fortunate to become a Muslim woman because in my religions, it honors women. It's respect women, and women as a mother is everything in Islam. And I would like you to know too, Muslim women, same like any other women. We want to have a good life. We want to have husband. We grow our kids. We want to live in peaceful life. And Muslim women is a respect and honorable. And we have, we are open-minded. We are modern. And in many places also, we are an active agent in democratic changes.
We're at the end of our time.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for the education.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. For information about my new book, The Chance of a Lifetime, and online video for all This Is America programs, visit our website, thisisamerica.net. And now you can follow us on Facebook. This is America is made possible by the National Education Association, the nation's largest advocate for children and public education. Punsan Corporation, forging a higher global standard. The CTC Foundation, AFO Communications, and the Rotendaro Family Trust.